Tennis may look like an individual sport, but behind the scenes there's a team of experts analysing every aspect of the game.
With the help of the team behind Britain's top tennis pros, we're going to take a deep dive into all the strategies, techniques and tactics used at the top of the game to help you improve your game.
Alfie practices this all the time to be able to then put his opponent wide, get the short ball, and Alfie doesn't miss that ball.
Yeah, it could be a bit wider on that second ball, but it's a good depth on the return.
Hello and welcome back to the National Tennis Centre for another episode of Inspired By. Now today is a really special one because we've got another new face this week. Making his debut with Inspired By, it is Martin Waite. Martin, LTA coach to the stars, let's be honest. It's been a very busy summer for you. Tell us a bit about what you do and what you've been up to.
So I'm one of the national coaches, so I work with a lot of the players here. We've had a very successful summer, obviously Alfie and Gordon at Queen's and then that amazing Wimbledon, filling out court one, and we were all there with bated breath to see them get across the line in the doubles. Not quite Alfie's day in the singles final, but then followed it up with the British Open in Nottingham and Alfie coming through in fine style to win the final.
All right, so you're the perfect person then, of course, today to guide us through today's topic, which is wheelchair tennis. It is so technically complicated, but they make it look so easy. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the key elements of movement, shot combinations, and what is so important about these?
Well, it's tennis with wheels, so the same tactics often apply. The big difference is the fact that they're using their arms for both propulsion, mobility around the court, but then also preparation and stroke mechanics. So that makes it sort of a double whammy of coordination.
What first clip have you selected for us?
Well, with wheelchair tennis, the return of serve is crucial because it's one of the very few times when a player will face an opponent who is sitting still, which means there is a great opportunity and temptation to go for the ace return. Okay, so here Alfie's under no score pressure, he's playing exceptionally well. He's 4 love up, 30 love up, and he reads the tee serve and moves in and hits that ace return, which is fantastic. The problem is that developing players will see that on the highlights and think that that's the way to play the sport every point. And obviously it's a kind of balance of risk and reward.
Yes.
And if they're going big, they will be giving points away if they're not hitting their spots.
Okay, thank you. All right, so your next example.
So knowing that players will hit the return of serve down the middle third a lot of the time, the professional players will do a lot of work on controlling that middle third and developing the point from there. So here Alfie is 3 love 30 all. It's a great tee serve that creates a slow return down the middle third. Alfie turns away from the court to give himself a little bit more time to then reset in a position where he can hit his strength, which is his forehand, inside out, for a winner.
Okay, great, love it.
So here's another example of Alfie serving to the deuce, getting that middle ball return. He then goes backhand cross to keep Gerard under pressure. Gerard goes line, gets himself out of trouble, but that gives Alfie his cross-court forehand. Gets another ball down the middle third, and Alfie practices this all the time to be able to then put his opponent wide, get the short ball, and Alfie doesn't miss that ball.
Alfie seems to really be controlling these points.
Alfie has always had an aggressive game style. He's a very confident player as a junior coming through. It was aggressive, bordering on reckless sometimes with his tennis. What he's done, which has then got him to the top of the game, is to play with much smarter tennis, with better percentages, and choose the right time to go big.
All right, makes total sense. Martin, a fantastic debut from you. I think now we'll head to court, put these techniques into practice with a very special guest. Okay, we're on court. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day here at the NTC. We are joined by Emily. Thank you for being our guinea pig today as Martin runs through some things with you. So Martin, we've seen it in motion on the screen. What is Emily going to be doing first for us today?
Well, Emily's gone through the videos of Alfie performing, understands the kind of tactical intent, so we're just going to go through a few progressions, firstly on the serve and then on the returner serve that I would use with a up-and-coming player.
All right, let's see how it goes.
All right, Emily, so shadow serve. I'm going to feed the ball in, you know it's coming down the middle, you can choose which wing you take it on. Okay, you like your forehand to dominate?
Yep.
And you're going to move to that ball and you're going to try and then attack the ball to the outer thirds on ball 3.
Okay.
Okay, in your own time. Good work. You see how that would cause me trouble?
Yeah.
Can you get it a little bit wider? Oh.
Oh, yeah, winner.
Grab yourself some balls.
Oh, come on.
Well played, well played. Should we do some returning?
Yes.
Okay. So what are you going to look to do with this? So you can either go big and be adventurous and courageous without being reckless, okay? Or we can play a little bit safer and down the middle third and develop the point from there. Really good, really good. So you took the advantage with that return, and I was always going to be on the back foot after that, wasn't I?
Yep.
Well done. Now I'm going to go bigger. So what you want to do, we're not going to go big, we're going to go high percentage.
Okay.
Let's get our way into this point and see how it progresses. See why you're going to aim for the biggest part of the court now?
Yeah.
Good. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, if the other person has the advantage, if they're hitting a 100-mile-an-hour serve, why risk it?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not play high percentage and finish it off on your ball 4, and then when they miss that first serve, roll in the second serve, then you can then come in and do your thing.
Yeah.
Well played.
Thank you.
All right, we are now joined by 23-time major champion Alfie Hewett. Alfie, thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be here, thanks.
Well, we are thrilled to have you, and we're thrilled to have you because Martin now, we've just seen Emily kind of go through what you would suggest as an up-and-coming player, and now we can see the drills and techniques used at the top of the game. What are you going to do with Alfie?
So I'm going to serve Alf. We'll do a 4-shot drill. So you choose the third that you're going to return to. I'll play that on, and then your ball 4, again, choose your third. If you hit both of those to the thirds that you wanted, give yourself a point. Okay, we'll try and get to 5 points.
Give yourself a point.
Just one.
Now, Alfie, I do have a question. When you are in match situations and these scenarios come up, is it intuition, is it instinctive, or are you really thinking about it based on where you are in the match? You know, what comes into play in your mind at this point?
Yeah, I think there's definitely 2 ways of looking at it. One of it is before the points even started, you have an idea as to what sort of pattern you wanna go with, and maybe the risk and reward. You know, you can be a bit braver at times, but that then does reflect on where you are in the match. Like if you're up in the match, you probably will be a little bit braver and choose to be more aggressive. But then the flip side of that is obviously you're returning a serve which isn't in your control, so you have to sort of be instinctive and adjust on the spot. If the server has done something different, has changed the pace, changed the direction, then you sort of have to adapt in the moment. So yeah, there's 2 ways of looking at it, but it's very instinctive.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll see how your instincts play today.
Two.
Yep.
Yeah, it could be a bit wider on that second ball, but
Yep.
it's a good depth on the return. Yeah, same again, really. Good.
A little bit wider.
Yeah, just that second one could be a little bit more
Great.
bit wider. Oh. Yeah, I'll take that. They all count.
Alfie, thank you so much. That was completely inspiring. I really enjoyed it, and thank you as well to Martin. And thank you for watching this episode of Inspired By. Don't forget to look out for the next one, which will feature all action from the Davis Cup. And if you need even more tennis content to inspire you, check out Advantage.